Okay. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Peace, love, and what? And compassion and love for thyself. Most important. Okay, today I wanted to talk to you guys about. I want to tell you a few things. It's been a while, a couple of weeks since I've done a video. Um, okay, so what? Let's see. Number one, first thing. Okay, so I'm living here in Chiang Mai, not Chiang Mai. Sorry, I'm living here in Kopangan. Why I keep moving around. I'm living here in Kopangan, and my visa just was expiring. I had a retirement visa last year, and this time I wanted to change because I want to study Thai. Excuse me for a second. Okay, so I want to study Thai. So I had to go and get out of Thailand, and I had to go to Laos to change my visa and then come back to Thailand so I can study in school here. Okay, wonderful. So and it was not an easy thing for me. I had to, in order for me to get to Laos, I had to first of all, on a Saturday, take the boat to Suratani, and then in Suratani, I had to take a hotel for the night. Then in the morning, I flew in from Bangkok to Laos. Then I stayed there. I was supposed to stay. I had 4 days in there to be there, but actually I got my visa after the second day, so that changed things for me. Okay, so then, okay, so let's go back a little bit. So okay, so I landed in Laos. I don't know. I think I told you guys this before. I'm sure I have. I'm a kind of person that grounds himself to the ground, so which means I've been, for the last 10 months, going on 11 months, I'm not wearing any shoes. I have no shoes. I throw away my shoes. So at certain places, sometimes I come up to some place and people kind of give me a hard time about not wearing shoes. So when I took the flight from Bangkok to Laos, they were telling me, oh, you can't fly with no shoes. I said, I'm not flying the airplane. What's the difference? What will happen if I'm with shoes or without shoes? I mean, actually, there's many people when they get on a plane and they go on a long trip, a long flight, they take off their shoes because shoes are uncomfortable. They're not good at all. Anyway, so make a long story short, or make a short story long. That's what I'm probably doing right now. Is that there was about 300 or 400 people landed together into this, to the customs hall to get into the country with their passports in Laos, in Vientiane, the capital of Laos. And let's see. Oh, yeah. So from all the people in there, I was filling out the papers to get in. From all the people, the policeman, the head police guy, came up to me and asked me if I have to see my passport. I gave him my passport, and he says to me, "Follow me, please." Okay, so I follow him, and we go into this room. He sits me down. He says to me, "Do you have any money?" I said, "Why? You need a loan?" He says, "No, be serious." I said, "I am serious. Why are you asking me if I have any money?" He says, "Don't ask me any questions. Do you have any money?" I said, "Of course I have money." He says, "How much money do you have?" I said, "I'm not sure. I don't know. I have to check." He says, "How come you don't know how much money you have?" I said, "Do you know how much money you have in your pocket?" He says, "Yes." I said, "Okay, well, I don't know. So let me count." So I started, I took some money out of my little money bag thing, and I had something around 20,000 baht, which is in dollars, it's about $600. I was there for a few days, so I thought that would be enough. And after I finished counting my money, it's still in my hands, he grabbed the money out of my hands, and then he started to count it. And I said, "That's very rude. It's not your money. You have no right to touch my money like that, And he goes, "I could do whatever I want." I said, "Okay." So he counted the money. Then he asked me if I had a flight out, like I had a booked flight out. So he called the woman from the airlines. She came over, and I showed her, because I had an e-ticket, and I showed her my itinerary. I showed her my flight schedule. The word was a little difficult for me. I showed her my flight schedule. She looked at it. She said, "Yes, he has a flight out on Thursday." He gave me back my passport, and he said goodbye. I asked him one more question. I said, "Can you tell me why you picked me out of everyone?" He said, "Don't ask me any questions." I said, "I know why, because I have no shoes, and you thought I was some kind of bum who has no money." So anytime we try to be different in this world, people are not going to allow you to be different in such an easy way. They're not just going to let you to do your own thing in this world, because that means you're chained. You're not walking with the cattle like everybody else, because we're all cattle. We're like we're all steers, coming and going in the same place. And if somebody goes out of the line, they want to put you back in line. I'm a manifester. I'm a 6'2" role model, hermit, manifester in human design. No one's going to change my way I'm living, especially today. I'm 63 years old. There's no chance that someone can come by and say to me, okay, we have to change your whole lifestyle. And that's bullshit. I live the way I live. I'm not harming anyone. As long as I'm not harming anyone, please get off my back. Okay, so that was interesting thing. So when I got my visa oh, here's another interesting thing. Okay, so I went to the Thai embassy. I got there on Sunday. So Sunday I had the driver from the airport take me to the Thai embassy so I could see where it is, and then I went and walked around and went in a hotel room really close, maybe 100 yards, 200 yards away. So in the morning I can get up and be one of the first ones to put in my papers for the visa, because I've had experience with this before. If you come, they open at 8:30 in the morning, and if you come, if you come at 8, you expect to be like 400 or 500 in line. So I came at like 6:30 there, and I was 8th in line. Interesting. So people started coming in. Like I said, about 8 o'clock, there was about 500 or 600 people in line. And there was like 50 or 60 people. Basically what they did is they came at 8 o'clock and they stood right by the gate, and they were like waiting. As soon as they opened the gate, they would just rush in. And I wasn't going to have any of that stuff, because that's not right. That's not a good way to do it. So I got in front of them and I said, hey guys, get the hell out of here, man. We come here at 6:30 in the morning. We stopped our sleep early in the morning so we can come here. You come here at 8 and you think you could be in the same space like we are? No, man. And literally the people in line, they were watching me do this, were clapping for me, saying, yeah, right on, man, because what? We're here in line and they just come in? Anyway, I got in, although I couldn't really stop everybody from coming, barging in, and they didn't care. The authorities didn't really give a shit, they don't care, because there were, just hundreds and hundreds of people there. Anyway, the next day, so when you get it's interesting again, when you get, after you put in you hand in your papers, they give you a number that the next day you pick it up, and you will get it by numbers. So I had number 8. And when I came back the next day at 1:30 in the afternoon, there were people that had their numbers like 150, 200, 400, standing right in front, expecting to get their passports just like that without, anything, because they just figured, what's the hell? So I didn't say anything, because I'm sure that the people that were giving back the passports would say something. Yeah, the first person who had like 400. The guy says to him, excuse me, you have 400. We first 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. That's why we gave you guys numbers. So they cleared the way, and then I came in 8th. It took me like 5 minutes, and I got my visa. Everything was beautiful, except now it's only Tuesday afternoon, and I need, my flight out of Vientiane is Thursday afternoon, which means I have to stay there Tuesday night, Wednesday night, and part of Thursday, morning, afternoon kind of thing. I didn't like it. I don't like this capital city. It's dirty. It's disgusting. The food I didn't like. Nothing about anything there that I liked about there. I really wanted to just get the hell out of there. So what I did was since I'm a 63-year-old guy, I have no credit card. Because I have no credit card, I need some of my friends to kind of book me the ticket, and then I pay them back cash. So I called my friend Avi, and Avi said, I'll check it out for you. He checked out the tickets, and he said, the tickets that I have going back, I would lose them, and I would have to buy new tickets, and it came out to something like another $400 or $500. I said, wow, that's a little too much money for just a couple of days. So then I started to kind of think, because I really wanted to get out of there. I'm like a little child. When I want something now, I want it now. I don't want it tomorrow. I want it yesterday. So what I did was I looked around. I found a train that goes from Vientiane to Bangkok. It's like 12 hours. There's a sleeper there, and it costs $30. Wow, that was amazing. So I bought a ticket. It was really comfortable. It was really great. I met a couple of interesting people there, and we had some really nice chats about just about life and stuff like that. And since I'm a life coach and I'm teaching people how to be healthy and how to stay fit and how to live a really good life, so we had some really interesting talks with one guy named David from England, and another one, Greg is from Australia. Very interesting young man. Both of them were interesting young men. Anyway, They were in their 50s, but everybody's young. Okay, so where were we? Oh yeah, so then when I got to, where did I go? Oh, I got to Bangkok, and then I wanted to buy a train ticket the same morning to go to Suratani, because from Suratani I get to take the ferry into Copenhagen and back home. Well, the only ticket that they had available was, it's also in the evening time, like 7 o'clock in the evening it was leaving. It was like a sleeper thing, but they had no sleeper. You could just sit on a chair and it cost like $6. So I bought that ticket, but I knew that I wouldn't use it. Then I went and I said, I'll go check a bus. So I went into town. Greg and I took this tuk-tuk and we went into town in Bangkok, and I went to some of these agencies and asked them if they had a VIP bus, because the difference between a regular bus and a VIP bus is like a month difference. The VIP, they have like 24 seaters, so you have like these reclining chairs that are, it's like become sleepers. They're really, really, really comfortable. But none of these had these. They had just a regular thing where you could just sit on the bus, and it's like a 14-hour bus ride overnight. So I took a taxi to the train station, to the bus station, and I bought the last ticket on that bus, and I paid something like, it was like $20 or something like that, and I bought the ticket. At 7 o'clock I came back, at 6:30 I came back to the bus, to take the bus to Suratani, and guess what? They said that the VIP bus broke down, and they gave us a regular bus, like with 45 or 50 seats in there, cramped like hell. They gave us back like $10 back, because it was $10 more than the regular ticket. And I sat there. It was the worst bus ride I've ever had. 14 hours, and there was a guy next to me, and he was like, it was not comfortable at all. It was not very nice. But anyway, past that, when I got to Suratani, got on a ferry, and it took like 2.5 hours on a ferry to go back to Copenhagen. I laid out on the deck, took off my shirt, and I was sun gazing for 2 hours. Amazing, because I haven't sun gazed in 3 days, because when I was in Laos, I just didn't have a chance, and it was just not comfortable there. Anyway, it was amazing. I had this amazing 2-hour sun gazing. The energy came back into me. I was exhausted, but the sun and the energy just made me wake up. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. I had a great, amazing time. Grounding. We need to ground ourselves. And sun gazing, we need to get the energy into our bodies. And manifester, and human design, and role model, and hermit. Life is so beautiful. Life is amazing. Anyway, I'm back now at home. You know what they say? They say every place is great. Every place is wonderful to go. But there ain't nothing like sweet or home, sweet home. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I wish you guys have a great day. Enjoy. And I will see you guys again. Ciao.